on this week's episode of Cooking with Love. Check this out. You gotta teach me that one. Hey.
All right, next on to I always dance when food is. You are watching Cooking with Love. Keep it locked.
Definitely a pleasure cooking with you and talking with you, and I so appreciate the opportunity. Guys, listen.
I'm excited. You haven't even started, but just looking at everything on your counter is making me real hungry.
Most definitely. What do you like to cook at home when you're home cooking? Because I see that you're a big chef.
Well, you know what? Being married for 20 years, I had to learn how to do a little something. Prior to when I was single, I couldn't cook at all. And then I learned how to, my specialty is lasagna. My family loves my sweet potato pies. I make good turkey on Thanksgiving and baked macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
And what else? I can bake chicken. I can bake fish. I just learned how to barbecue, so I can barbecue.
Okay, you go, chef.
Oh, one more thing. I make really good grits. My husband loves my grits.
Oh,
so I
nice.
make great grits and salmon croquettes.
Oh, so you're a big chef. So listen now that you're a big chef, I have a quiz for you that I ask everyone on Cooking with Love. So if you're in a situation and they give you an option of 2 meals, that is the only thing that's available for you to eat. And the 2 choices are chitlins and spring chicken.
You said spring chicken?
Spring chicken and chitlins.
It would definitely be chicken.
I didn't say chicken. I said spring chicken. You know what is spring chicken?
No, I just heard chicken. So
Well, wait. Someone is gonna tell you real quick what is spring chicken.
What is that?
Have you ever been to Mexico and have spring chicken? That is frog legs.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, so if I had to pick between that and chili, it would probably be the frog legs.
It'll probably be the frog legs.
Probably. Frog, I've never heard of that. Oh my God.
Everyone is laughing at you. Oh, that is super funny. So, what we're gonna make today, we're gonna be doing a jerk Hennessy jerk shrimp, and I'm gonna walk you through the ingredients. Some of my ingredients that I have right here. Let me show you the ingredients. I have red bell pepper, fresh garlic, onion. I have the 2-color onion. I have green bell pepper, Scotch bonnet pepper, some cherry tomato, some okra, some scallion, some fresh thyme, and these are the fresh ingredients.
Oh, that looks so good. I could just eat that raw, just like that.
Yeah, nice. And then over here, I have some 1620 1620 P&D shrimp. That is looking real good. Nice.
That looks really good.
Nice and clean.
Yeah.
I'm
It looks really clean.
saute some broccoli and some baby spinach together as my veg. And then for the rice, I'm gonna be doing a coconut spinach rice. Tell me you have one of this home. You do make jerk chicken.
You know what? I made jerk chicken one time years ago, but I haven't made it since. So I found a recipe and I tried the recipe, but I got to do it again because I love jerk chicken.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. So now we're gonna get cooking. How you coping? How you dealing with everything right now? Because I know, especially for you, who's a people person and an entertainer, how is it affecting you and some of the tricks that you're using to get by?
Well, I feel like the blessing is we get to spend more time with our family. And, you know, normally, like, before COVID, you know, every day was like the movie Groundhog Day. You get up at the same time every day, and you rush out the door, you take the kids to school, you got to do this, do that, do that. And then we just never really, like, have time to, like, spend quality time together. So the blessing is that we've been able to, like, you know, connect with family. And so that's a positive thing. It's difficult because you're right. I am a people person, and I love singing on stage and entertaining, and so you know, that's been a little difficult for me. But thank God for social media. I've been doing like 5 concerts in my living room. You know, so I'm still doing my singing. You know, just trying to stay safe and you know, we're getting through it. We're definitely getting through it, and I believe that this is temporary, and I believe that we're all gonna make it through this. And we just gotta do the right thing, stay safe.
Most definitely, you gotta see the positive in everything, no matter how bad it is, and everything else that we're dealing with. So I just want to show you what I just did. I put the fresh ingredient, I put the dry ingredients on the shrimp. Old Bay season, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of olive oil, and then I put the jerk season on it. Something like this, you can put in your refrigerator to marinate. Just kind of mix it up, put in your refrigerator to marinate for probably like 20 minutes. Put a plastic over it, and then you should be good.
What was the name of the first seasoning that you named?
The Old Bay seasoning.
Old Bay. Okay.
This one I like using it because it have like a nice Cajun, a nice Cajun Creole flavor to it. That's what I love about it. So if you want something that's gonna give you a nice kick in whatever you're cooking at home, that's a perfect dish to use.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. And then you put this down. Beautiful. So Shanice, as we were talking about family, one of the things that I pride you on, and I so admire about you, you're very into your family. Beautiful kids, great husband, great. Just what are one of the secret you would share when it comes on to relationship, how to keep a relationship happy and active and just great vibes and energy?
Loving you is so beautiful. Everything that I do is all of love in you. La 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 la. Do do do.
You and your husband Flex do have great chemistry that I can see.
You said Hennessy?
No, great chemistry.
I thought you said Hennessy.
No. No, you see, the NSC is on your mind.
Right? No, you know what? I feel like there is not a such thing as a perfect marriage.
Yes.
But you definitely have to be best friends. It's important to pray together and just know that marriage is work. It has to be two people that are willing to put in the work.
Yeah.
That, you gotta love each other. You gotta have a friendship. And it's important to keep it spicy.
Yeah.
A lot of people get married and they don't date anymore. They get comfortable and they stop doing the things they used to do when they were dating. So it's important to always date. And then just know that it's not gonna, every day it's not gonna be sunny every day. And,
Yeah.
you're gonna have your ups and downs, but you gotta put in the work. And we try not to go to bed angry. So it's important to, communicate. Communication is so important.
Yes.
And that's what we've always done. And it's important to have fun with each other. You gotta, enjoy each other. It's like, we try to, let's start D dancing online and, we play music, we dance, try to have fun.
Yeah, so tell me about your kids. You got two beautiful kids, a boy and a girl. I saw them, the pictures. Listen, they look like great kids.
Thank you. I love my babies. They're not babies anymore. My daughter she's 18. She'll actually be 19 this year. My son is 16. And they're really good kids. Like, I just thank God, for my babies. I've never seen them in any type of major trouble, and they've never given us a hard time.
What's her name? What's her name?
They do well in school. Huh?
What's their name?
Imani and Elisha.
Imani and Elisha.
They're both really talented. They love music and acting and everything, but my son wants to be a professional athlete, wants to play basketball.
Oh.
And my daughter, oh my gosh, I'm trying to talk and I'm looking at their food like, it's so good.
So now, this is what's happening now. So now what I'm doing, I'm just kind of searing the shrimp just a little bit, kind of medium cook, and then just turn them over. If you have a grill outside, you can do it on a grill. Even if you have a grill in the kitchen, you can also grill them. That is also fine. So I'm going to now start putting the sauce together. As you were saying...
What is the vegetables you added to the shrimp? I see that you added vegetables.
Oh, so what I did, I put a little bit of the scallion and the garlic to kind of infuse out some of the flavor from the season into the shrimp while it's getting fried. So I'm going to turn it over, and then I'm going to start putting the sauce together in the next pot.
Okay.
Nice. So as you were saying, your son want to be an athlete?
Yeah, my son, he can sing, he can write music, all of that good stuff, but he wants to be a famous basketball player, so he plays basketball. My daughter, she started taking classes at Tasha Smith's acting school called Seesaw.
Okay.
So he wants to act, he wants to sing, so he does the whole entertainment thing, where his son wants to play basketball, so.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. So listen, now we're going to talk about the music, because your music stand the test of time, and no matter how much time you listen to it, it sounds like you're just hearing it for the first time. One of the things that I realized, no, I'm not hearing those kind of music anymore, those kind of love music, as the music that you used to sing and still singing right now.
What was your question?
No, the question is, how come we're not hearing more of your kind of music? That's your music tend to test of time right now. Like every time I listen to your music, it sounds like I'm hearing it for the first time. Why we're not hearing more of those kind of nice love music?
Well, you know what? I think there's a little bit of everything out there. We still have our Legacy and Jill Scott.
Yeah.
I think there's still some great R&B music music out there. Tamia's still singing. Deborah
Yeah.
Cox. I think it's still there.
Oh, it's still there a little. Yeah, it's still there. You know what?
Yeah,
That's
it's
super
a little
great.
bit of mixture of everything out there.
Yeah. Now, I need to know the song Your Smile. The song I Love Your Smile. Where did the lyrics for that one came from? Or where did that song actually came from? Was it someone you saw that smiled, that you fell in love with the words of that song?
Well, the way the song came about is Narada Michael Walden produced the entire album, and I worked with him and his team. And before we started working on ideas, he said, I want you to write down a bunch of titles.
Yeah.
And I wrote down a whole bunch of titles for songs for us to kind of, start with. And I wrote down I Love Your Smile. And I wrote that down because I used to get teased a lot because people said, you smile too much.
Oh.
So when I was in school, the kids used to laugh at me and say, why are you always smiling? So I wrote down I Love Your Smile.
Wow.
And that's the title. And then Narada and I would just sit by the piano. We started singing melodies together, and that's just how the song came about. We brought in this theme, and the funny thing is that I didn't want the song to be the first single. I thought it was too happy. I said people are gonna think I'm corny. They're gonna think it's too happy, and then Gerald Busby, who was the president at the label at that time, said, no, that's the first single. I'm not changing it. And I literally cried tears. I said, this is the wrong song. Oh my God.
So now,
That's so good.
so now what I'm doing now, I'm sauteing all the fresh ingredients, all the onion, the pepper, and I put a little bit of the jerk barbecue on it. And now I want you to see, I'm gonna put a little bit of the Hennessy. Not too much, so just in case you're making it for kids as well, that should be good. Not too much. But if it's just for you and Flex, you and your husband, you can put a little
You
bit
can add a little more Hennessy to it. Wouldn't be a flex.
Yeah. And at this point, you're just gonna let it saute like this for a couple minutes, and then just kind of stir him up. Just kind of stir him up. Let me bring him up close so you see what you should be looking for.
Ooh.
All right.
I'm hungry. You're making me hungry.
Nice, nice. Beautiful. So this is looking real good right now. And you just want to let this saute down for a little bit. Then at some point, I'm going to then take the shrimp and I'm going to then put the shrimp inside.
Ooh.
See?
That looks so delicious.
Looking real good. So you're originally from Pennsylvania, right?
I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I was actually born in a town called McKees Rocks, out of Pennsylvania. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I moved to California when I was 8 years old. We moved to, my mom sings, my aunt sings. I come from a musical family. So we moved to California so my mom and my aunt could do their singing careers. And then when we got here, I said, I was 9 years old. I said, I want to sing too. So I got an agent and I went on my first audition for a Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial with Ella Fitzgerald. And I booked it at 9 years old. So I got to scat with Ella Fitzgerald when I was 9 years old in the Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial. And then from there, I started doing theater and Star Search and won Star Search and started doing television. I was in Kids.
This love for real.
Can't you see how I feel, baby? I've never felt this way before. You know what you did to me.
This love for real.
Can't you see how I feel?
This love for real.
Can't ignore the way I feel about you, baby. I just want you to be mine. All along, waiting for your tender touch. So I hope you give this love.
Fergie and Rashawn Patterson, and
That is
you
something.
know, so
That is something
I
that
got
a
my
lot of
first
people.
record deal.
That's
Huh?
something that a lot of people didn't even know, that you start doing commercials. You were in commercials when
I
you first
started
started.
out, yeah, I started out doing commercials and acting and like theater and stuff like that.
Oh wow, nice. That's what I'm talking about. This is looking real good right now. This is looking real good. You were also signed to Motown at one point.
Yes, I Love Your Smile was released through Motown. Before Motown, I was actually signed to A&M Records. John McClain discovered me. He was the executive. He was the president of the label back then. And so when I was 11 years old, I was signed to A&M Records.
Oh,
At the age of 18 is when I Love Your Smile came out.
oh, nice. That's what I'm talking about. You have new stuff that you're working on? Is there anything new that you're working on? Because I know you're home now. You're probably writing and getting ready for when you get back out there again.
Yes, I actually have a
fans should
single.
look out
Everyone,
for.
I have a single that's out right now called He Won't. Everyone can download that. It's on all digital platforms. I'm still working on new music. Definitely during this time, this is like I've been like trying to stay creative and
Oh, nice.
yes, I am working on new music and I have a lipstick line. I'm actually revamping
Yes,
the
I
line
saw.
right now.
Yes, I saw it. Tell us about it and where the fans can get it.
Well, right now, we're kind of like sold out, but I am revamping my lipstick line, and it's called Smile by Shanice, and it's vegan. So it's something I've always wanted to do because I love cosmetics, and people would always ask me, if you weren't a singer, what would you want to be? And I'm like, makeup artist, because I love makeup. So I have the lipstick line. My husband and I have a T-shirt line. And we have our website is goodvibes.com. So it's GUDVIBEZZ.com.
Nice, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I know your husband is probably annoyed of being home because he loved being on the stage and being out there and making people laugh. But at least every now and then he go online and do it online on Instagram Live or something.
Yes. The blessing is, like, during this time, we've been able to, like, communicate with everybody online, and, Lex is, doing comedy and DJing, and, I'm singing, and so everything is still moving along. We've been more busy. Actually, we were busy before coronavirus. We're even more busier now. Oh, my gosh.
So now this is what you're looking at now. Nice. You have a nice sauce going for it. You have all the fresh ingredients.
That's so good.
Everything's
that
looking-
looks so good.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. As you were saying now with your husband,
Can you FedEx me a plate?
most definitely. Most definitely, I got you. Yeah, so this is looking real good right now. So you have new music coming out. We need to get you in a movie. We need to see you in a movie out there. There's one of these Tyler Perry movie or something. We need to get you in a nice drama, a nice love
I would love
movie,
that.
something like that.
I would definitely love that. I definitely want to do more acting. I want to still definitely keep singing. Singing is my first love, but I also love acting as well. So I would definitely love to do Tyler Perry's movies, just a little bit of everything.
Something that I realized too, you cook at home. You're the chef at home. For Thanksgiving, for big get-together, you be putting it down in the kitchen. Like, tell us about that. When it's time for family to come together, tell us about that. Then you're the chef, or Flex is cooking as well?
Yeah, I cook. Flex can cook too. Flex is actually really a really good cook. And my daughter, oh my gosh, my daughter makes this cheesecake that tastes like it's store-bought. Like, it's so good.
Wow.
She makes the best salmon, the best lemon pepper chicken. Like, my daughter can cook. But for like Thanksgiving, I do the turkey, I do the mac and cheese, and I do the sweet potato pies. My mom does like the greens and the dressing. I'm still learning the greens and the dressing. But Yeah, I can cook a little bit.
Yeah, that is super nice. You know, the family coming together is something that is very important right now. And it's something that overall people just need to be around family, especially with this time right now, everything that we're going through. Just like you said, the great things that came out of this was family get a chance to spend time with each other and try to catch up.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the benefits of coming out of COVID and so forth. Nice.
Yeah.
So as I said, I'm serving this with some pumpkin spinach rice, which I've cooked earlier. Before, is there anything else that you're working on that you need the fans to know about to keep in touch and follow you and look out
I want
for?
everybody to know that, you know, we had our reality show on Oprah Winfrey's Network for 3 years. So my family, we're definitely getting back together and working on some television stuff. I have an animation that I can't talk too much about it,
Yes.
but it's in the works. So we're working on an animation, a family animation. So I'm really excited about that.
No, most definitely, most definitely. You perform at the Sony Hall in New York, and I tell you, you tore the place down. I was watching the
Thank
video. I was
you.
watching the video this morning. I was watching it this morning because it's online, and I remember you sold the place out.
Thank you. I had a good time, and the fun thing is, I got to cook with you
Yes.
before I went on stage. So
Yeah, that was super great. And like I say, I have to commend you all the time on your personality because I remember when I asked you to come and cook with me, you were just so cool. You were like, oh, sure. Right before, right after sound check.
look, I'm a foodie, so when it comes to food, I don't turn down food.
Nice. So what I'm gonna do right now, we're down to the presentation. Let me drizzle a little bit more sauce over it and show you the finished dish. There we go.
Ah! That was so good.
And dinner is served.
Wow. So that's jerk shrimp.
Jerk Hennessy barbecue shrimp.
Oh, jerk Hennessy barbecue shrimp.
Yep. So this is looking real good now, guys. And I know Shanice is gonna make hers, and then she's gonna post it and tag me on it, so I can see your creation.
I sure will, and I know my family would be really happy. Very happy.
Nice. This is looking real good. So listen, Shanice, it's definitely a pleasure talking with you, and we're looking forward to seeing you back on stage in Sony Hall here in New York doing the show. Any final words of inspiration for the people who are trying to believe in that we're going to get through this, and just something to keep them motivated and that we're going to get by this?
Yeah, I just want everybody to definitely stay safe, wear your mask. But I really believe that we're gonna all get through it, and you just have to think ahead. Like, okay, like if you have any ideas, this is the time to create new ideas and stuff, so that when we come out of this, you'll have things in place already. So just stay positive, stay creative, and just know that we're all gonna make it through this together.
I'm trying to hypnotize you with the food. That's why I'm putting it up so close.
I can't take it. I want that food so bad.
All right.
Oh my
Listen.
God, this is such a tease for me. Like, I really want to dig into that plate. Like,
Nice. Listen, Shanice, it's a pleasure. I got a last question for you. This is the closeout quiz. What came first, the chicken or the egg?
say it again.
Which one came first, the chicken or the egg?
The chicken.
You sure?
I'm the wrong person to ask.
The chicken.
Oh no, the egg. The egg.
But what did the egg came from?
The egg came from the chicken. Oh my God. Wait, no, the egg came from the chicken, so the egg came from, oh my gosh, that's a hard question.
That one you need to ask your husband later when he come home.
You got me on that. I think the egg came first.
All
The
right.
egg.
The egg came first. Okay. All right. You.
Because without the egg, there's no chicken.
All right.
Without
So
chicken.
you got your work cut out for you for the rest of the evening to figure that one out. All right, Shanice. Have a good one, sweetie.
Okay, you too. It was great talking to you.
This was great talking to you. So much love.
Okay, bye.
Bye. You gotta teach me that
Hey.
one. Hey.
All right, next.
Hey.
I always dance on cooties. Are watching Cooking with Love. Keep it locked.